so sad. Should we tell them
Yes,
how much effort we put in?
Let's tell everybody how much we fucked up.
We were talking for 30 fucking minutes without recording a single thing.
Our recorders were turned on, but
somehow the government managed to fuck that up. Thank you very much. I'm in a bad mood, and that's not good for a podcast. We don't want to bring in the negativity. I'm still Anyway.
By the way, I don't know what the hell happened to me last episode, in our Sigbin episode, because I had so many grammatical errors, and I don't know, and I even said mute salamander instead of mute.
And I agreed to it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was just like, yeah, I totally get who you're referring to. I'm not gonna say Newt's commander for you. Yeah. I get it.
She just gets me in a different level.
We share a brain.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, the stupidity level was above average last episode. And seriously, I'm sorry, forgive me. English isn't my first language, and we just have those days, right?
Let me swallow my water. Have you noticed I'm always drinking when we're recording?
Yeah.
I tend to get parched because we talk too much and the saliva is too much.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
By the way, the worst shit happened to me this lunch earlier today. I was in Robinson's Galleria Cebu, and we were in the ladies' room. I was inside the friggin' cubicle when the lights went out. Like, the whole fucking mall had a blackout. It's just the worst because you can see the next cubicle, like the bottom of the shit. You can see extra friggin' darkness right there. And I don't know, it was the fastest shit I've ever done to turn on my phone to have at least a little light. And I keep my phone really dim because I don't my eyes are sensitive to light. And so it was still dark, and my friend who was in the cubicle right across me was screaming, was can I get out of the cubicle now? She was and when I went out, you could see the mirror, because in Robinson's Galleria Cebu, they have these huge ass mirrors every end of every cubicle, and it was like a friggin' black hole. There was shit. It felt like shit was gonna come out there. And we started to run, but the lights turned on, and we were
okay.
Yeah, we started to act like nothing happened, but we were fucking terrified.
I hope you finished peeing before all that. Or else I think if I was in your position, I'd be peeing all over the floor, just running out.
I was forcing myself to pee faster.
Shit. But this, oh my god, you know what? This is a very good introduction because my main story for today doesn't really revolve, but it's related to Robinsons, because I'll be talking about their founder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a very good introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, it's the universe.
It was just a coincidence.
Made me go there. Turned off the fucking lights. And we forgot to welcome our listener.
As usual, in every episode we do that. Welcome to Creepy Conversations, you guys, with Kalai and Gabby. Ha!
Gabby and Kalai. Or you can say shitty conversation.
Oh, we just had a new name. That's the nickname.
Mm-hmm,
the real name is Creepy Conversations, but the nickname
AKA shitty conversation. I'm a fucking genius.
Yes, I love it. I'm pretty sure that was impromptu. Can I just say something about our previous episode? Because I was editing that this afternoon, and I just realized, wow, what the fuck? I don't know how to speak. I just realized that we found the solution to end poverty in Philippines. You know how Sigmins can give fortune to their owners, and we just taught everyone how to capture and subdue one. So you guys, if you want to get rich, just do that. But wait for December.
Yes.
Holy Week is done, so all you have is December.
Yeah, the Filipinos are gonna conquer the world with our Sigbins, but you did not hear it from us. that suggestion didn't come from us. It was just...
You just thought of it. Like, one day you woke up and that's it.
You guys are fucking geniuses. You guys thought of it. We didn't tell you to do it.
Of course not.
There was just a suggestion from two girls, but you naturally did it because you guys are geniuses.
Obliviate. I think that worked.
Yes. Or Men in Black shit. So what are urban legends, Gab?
Wow, that was like, yep, let's go there. You do realize we haven't told them, like, oh, today we're going to be talking about urban legends. You're just like...
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
That is next level with the dumb IQ.
I literally forgot that we haven't... Because, you know, like we said earlier, we were
already
recording.
Quote, unquote.
So I thought that we already told our listeners...
Wait, can I just say something first before we actually start?
Yeah, go.
I just realized that I said this to you earlier, but the listeners have to know as well. I mentioned I like to read fan fiction in our previous episode, and that's something I have not told my boyfriend. Like, I'm keeping that a secret from him because I feel like it's such a guilty pleasure, but then when he starts listening to this podcast, he will know. And I think he'll think I'm a loser.
Yeah, and they're gonna break up because she loves to read fan fiction, and her boyfriend's gonna think that she's a loser. No, I'm just kidding. I love fan fiction, so when she said that it was her guilty pleasure, I was like, what? It's my regular pleasure. What are you talking about?
Loser. Okay, so let's go on to the definition of urban legends. I feel like we have to tell you guys the definition because a lot of people mistake regular horror stories as urban legends because they feel like if it's scary, that's it. But according to, how do you pronounce this again? The Webster Dictionary? Merriam?
I don't even know if it's Merriam, but...
You guys know the Webster.com. It says that urban legends are humorous or horrific stories or a piece of information that is based on hearsay and widely circulated as though true, especially one purporting to involve someone vaguely related or known to the teller and is rooted in local popular culture. So the story is only a legend, an urban legend, if you're not sure if it's true. And a lot of people know that. And it's passed on usually like generation to generation. So if you are the only person who knows that story and it's scary, that's not an urban legend. That's just a scary story.
Yeah. And I'm like here nodding as if you guys can see me. But yeah, I'm agreeing with Gabby.
You're nodding?
Yeah. So stupid. And if it's like a personal experience for you, like you felt or saw or shit, that's not considered as an urban legend because it's a personal experience. So
and we posted something on Reddit because that's how it's gonna make our lives easier to find more material, and I am so happy because we've got it blew up.
Yes, and thank you guys so much for all the comments. I mean, Gabby and I were literally blown away.
Yeah.
What kind of sound was that? Anyway, I mean, the moment that I posted the shit on Reddit and people started leaving comments, I mean, I was really happy, but at the same time, I regretted my decision because I posted it, smart me, posted it at night, and when people started to leave comments, I just realized that
you're scared.
Yeah.
You're a scaredy cat.
I easily get scared than the normal person. So it was a really bad decision for me.
We like torturing ourselves.
It was literally self-torture because I enjoyed it. I couldn't stop myself from reading it, but at the same time it was scaring me. I slept with the lights on. I don't do that.
I cannot sleep with the lights on.
Me too, but I was so scared. So I had to leave the lights on. It just feels better with the lights on. And I slept at 3 a.m. because of that. Because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't stop reading. And I was scared. So, yeah.
I make it sound like you were the only one who was scared. when I actually cried after reading one comment. No, because like I got excited after receiving all those notifications, and I was like, yes, I will read this. Shit, I read it. And I just like, fuck, I want to sleep. I want to take it back.
Yeah, and we, like, when you start reading it, and then you're like, oh, this is awesome, and then you're like, oh, no.
But the good thing is, so after what happened on our Reddit thread, we have decided to make this an official segment for our podcast.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be having, like, not monthly, but every now and then we're going to have
When we remember.
urban legend episodes. Yeah.
We'll figure out a name for it.
Yes. And if you guys have suggestions, you can also leave it as a comment on Reddit, or tweet it to us, or email it to us, or send it to us on Tumblr, or send it to us on Facebook. It's just there. It's creepy convos and creepyconversations@gmail.com. And by the way, also, as of right now, our Reddit thread has 2.9k views and it has 150 comments. I mean, it's not, what did I say earlier? It's not on trending levels, but thank you.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, it warms our hearts. Like I said, I'm gonna have y'all...
It's so exciting.
I'm gonna have y'all usernames tattooed in my heart. So it's gonna be there forever.
Like on her chest, guys. She's gonna have a long list up until her stomach. Username.
My aunt's gonna be like, who the hell is Molten Lava 06?
No, because it's also a shame. Obviously, we can't read and share everything all at once. So if we do have a segment on it, then you'd have your chance. And
Yes.
we would really love to share your stories. 'Cause they're like fucked up. Can I start by sharing the one that made me cry?
Yes.
I won't be very detailed about it because I don't want to cry again, but this was posted by dark_messenger with the R capitalized. And the urban legend goes like, the girlfriend is with her boyfriend and they got stuck in the middle of nowhere because the car ran out of the gas. And there was like a serial killer on the loose. And the boyfriend left the girlfriend to go find a gas station. And the madman came back with her boyfriend's head. So the girl starts locking her doors. And the serial killer like raises his other hand to show that he was holding the car keys. And after I read that, like a tear went down my cheek, and I'm like, I am not sleeping tonight.
That's so fucked up. But speaking of, I just completely forgot what I was supposed to say. I'm pretty sure I wanted to agree with you. But yeah, speaking of Reddit, that was a Reddit comment, right? The one that you mentioned? Yeah. So speaking of Reddit, Reddit user Molten Lava 06 posted a long but entertaining comment. Molten Lava 06, I don't know if he's a he or she, so I'm just gonna say Molten Lava 06 over and over again. Oh, and
Are you serious?
no, I'm just kidding. By the way, we won't be able to read every comment on Reddit. There was one about Biringan, which we will be covering in our creepy places, so thank you to that dude.
Yeah.
I forgot your username. Don't worry, we're gonna post it on our Tumblr. But anyway, so yeah, back to Molten Lava 06. So he mentioned one of the most famous urban legends that we have. This urban legend is actually, I forgot to mention this earlier, but this urban legend, there's also an urban legend in Japan that's sort of the same as the story. Not exactly the same, but it has the same elements as like the keyhole and shit like that. So it's the classic, I'm gonna spoil you right off the top, is the classic red eye and the keyhole. And in the user's comment, the setting was in UP Diliman with two professors stuck because of heavy rain. And then the version that I heard when I was a kid was in another school here in Cebu. And yeah, it was also, I think, college students, but they weren't professors, they were like college students or something. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have heard this as well because it's pretty famous. I've heard this before, I've read this in like a lot of shit as well, in a lot of ghost story books. But anyway, I'm just gonna
storybooks.
I said goats. Oh shit, ghost. Storybooks. You remember those like ghost storybooks when we were
Yeah.
in elementary?
Like really thin paperbacks that were in
Yeah.
series.
We loved that. Like we were.
I collected that.
Yeah, like someone from Catholic schools, the nuns hated it. So
Oh yeah.
there was a time that we all read it, but then the nuns started to ban it. So we were like reading it secretly, and
I think they would confiscate it if they found you reading it.
yeah, true, they would. Anyway, going back to the urban legend. So the urban legend goes like this. It was storming, and then let's just say the two professors, because that was what
was in the comment.
Yep. And thank you for helping me. So yeah, it was storming, and the two professors couldn't go home because of the storm. So they decided to sleep in the school. After asking permission from the security guard, the guard told them to lock the door, and then he would knock from time to time to check up on them. And he specifically told the two professors to always lock the door and only open it when he knocks. And then throughout the night, the security guard would visit them from time to time, and he always knocked. Sometime in the middle of the night, they heard footsteps walking towards the door, but it didn't knock. So the other professor, thinking that it was just the guard, peeked in the keyhole, and then he saw that there was nothing. It was just something that was white. And then the professor was like, and he just, shrugged it off, and he didn't bother. An hour or so, moments after passed, they heard footsteps again. And then the professor decided to peek in the keyhole again, and he only saw something red, almost blood-like. But since it did knock, and also since he couldn't see anything, he didn't open the door. Sometime around dawn, the guard came back, and one of the professors asked, I heard you coming by, but you didn't knock, and you didn't knock and come in, so what's up with that? And then the guard's facial expression changed, he was almost scared.
I can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's stupid? I heard this just a moments ago, but my hair is still standing. I'm still freaked out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the people that are listening, they know this, but it's scary every time. And then the guard said, that's the reason why I asked you to lock the door, because there's actually a white lady here. And it doesn't come in unless you open the door. That's why I specifically told you, and I made sure that the door was locked. And you know what the fucked up thing is? You know what the white lady looks like? Aside from wearing all white, she has red eyes. Meaning the professor was staring into the keyhole at the same time the white lady was staring into it. So, like I said earlier, I don't know about you, but if that happens to me,
God.
I'm gonna go straight to the priest and have my eyes fucking sprayed with holy water, and then go to the doctor to have my eyes checked, because that bitch white lady sounds like she got some serious sore eyes she carried it over until her death.
Seriously, you're worried about sore eyes after that? I think I'd rub acid on my eyes. I don't want to remember all this.
Rub acid in your brain. Take acid.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. That escalated quickly.
I'm just kidding, you guys.
Can we talk about something funny? Because whenever I watch a horror movie, I always watch cartoons or a sitcom or whatever comedy movie there is afterwards, because I just cannot deal with the freakiness.
I also do that too. I watch cartoons, or I have this new thing. Actually, I watch ASMR cooking show, and it just puts you to sleep right away.
How boring is that?
It's boring, but it's fun, but boring. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. But do you have a funny urban legend at least?
Yes.
Like, just to cover up.
I almost forgot. So we have another famous urban legend here in Philippines, which is, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this.
Okay.
Cat siopaws are made of cats. That sounds like pano. Just kidding.
That's siopaw.
No, I mean cat. No, I'm just kidding.
And siopaw.
I love you, Pan. Pano is our friend who had a birthday on Friday the 13th.
Thank God you said it right.
And she's also the one who, like,
Who recorded us for Patreon.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We also have, like, the cat shomai.
Yeah, and also another thing, I'm not gonna say, I don't want to deface the name of this company. The name's Burger. Burger. So the people, because they're really friggin' cheap, they like sell burgers buy one take one, and then there's like,
I think I already know who.
Yep, and then there's this urban legend that their patties are made out of cats. And then I asked my cousin, because she lived near where their factory is, and then I asked her, so is it really, like, did you see, is it made out of cats? And then she's like, I don't know, but their factory has a lot of cats. So, I don't know about you.
That's how we clean up the streets.
Yeah.
All the stray cats, yes, will turn you to food.
Yes.
Nothing goes to waste. Shit, I feel so bad saying that.
Actually, I read that. I read that inside Manila, where they explain that it's just associated with, because we're from Asia, obviously. The Philippines is in Asia, and there are like a lot of Asian countries that have
cats for food.
Yeah, old delicacies. I don't think it exists anymore, maybe in their provinces, but not in the cities where they cook cats. So I think that's why there's like that thing.
It's probably from the Chinese.
You're we're just kidding, you guys. We're not dissing the Chinese.
You already did with the cat shomai. Pano is like the resident Chinese of our group.
We're so sorry, Pat. We love you this much.
That's what we do to our favorites.
Yes. Anyway,
I want to talk about this one comment that just like brought me back to my childhood. So I have like really bad memory, but after reading this, I was like, oh my God, yeah. Yeah, we totally had this back then and I just didn't remember. This is about Wawai, and the person who posted this on Reddit is named, like, the username is Notchel. Or Notchle. What did you say a while ago? Nochle?
Notchle. Nochle.
So it's spelled like Nochle. I really think this is Notchel. Like, not Notchel, but Notchel. And he or she, like, posted that he is from Liloan, Cebu. So this is like northern part, which is where I'm from, the northern part of Cebu. Kalai is like way down south. So it makes sense that she doesn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
But like, this is about Wawai, a guy who was believed to be a supernatural being that transforms into anything or anyone and kills anyone. And as far as Nutshell can remember,
Knuckle.
We should have this guy post how to read his username.
Yes, please.
So, as far as he remembers, Wawai had a female partner who was pregnant, and he killed her and ate their unborn child.
What the fuck?
I know, right? So badass.
I don't know about you. It's not badass for me.
So hardcore then. So another guy who commented on the same thread, his username is Ronil Guapo. Very good on you.
Yeah.
I like your username.
Self-confident.
Yeah. He said that there are different versions of this story, and the most common one is that Wawai is a convict escaped from prison. And honestly, this is true. Because there were posters of this guy, and he's bald. I posted the picture on our docs so you can see.
I saw it. It looks like it's edited, but either way, the dude looks fucked up.
Yeah. So it is believed that this convict that escaped from prison has supernatural powers, and in some versions, he is a serial killer who kidnaps and kills children. So he is someone that a lot of parents use to scare their kids into behaving. They would say like, oh, if you don't come back in time, Wawa is gonna kill you or something. Oh my god, how mean and sick are our parents?
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Asian parenting where they fuck their kids up in the brain just to make sure that their kids are gonna go home early.
So this guy left a link, which is mycebuPhotoblog.com, and
Who
that's
did?
where I found more Ranil Guapo.
Get a new guy.
Yeah, and this is where I got more details about this. So according to the most popular version, Warlito Toledo alias Wawai was a convicted rapist back in 2002. He was sent to prison but managed to escape, and people say that this was because the cops allowed him to go out at night, enter houses that interest him, and kill everyone inside. It is said that he especially liked to target pregnant women, and if entry is impossible, it is said that Wawai would spit on the slippers of the people who lived in the house and come back at an opportune time to finish his task. And people believe like the reason why he spits on your slippers is so that he can track wherever you are. So it's like a fucking GPS or something.
Shit.
Yeah. And for like us Asians, before we get inside the house, we leave our footwear outside. So what I would do when I was a kid, because I really believed in this, I would take my slippers and put it on the mat inside the house just so there's no chance of someone spitting on it.
Shit. It's kind of like supernatural as well, right? Because he has like, he sort of has powers.
Yeah. So people actually said like despite a foolproof manhunt, it is said that the police couldn't catch him because of his talisman, which enables him to change hairstyles at will and prevent detection.
Jesus, could it be that he's just wearing a wig?
Oh, right. Yeah, because he's bald in this picture.
Yeah, he could be wearing a wig.
Smart.
Our police, you know, they're like, sorry, I don't want to diss them. Not, you know.
We were just kidding. We were just
kidding.
Yeah. But I really believe it. Actually, my parents didn't use this against me because they don't believe in like stuff like that. But I did hear this from my classmates, and you know how it's like peer pressure. Everyone believes it, so you're like, shit, it must be true. So I believed in it too.
Your parents were like, the hell is wrong with this kid putting her slippers inside the house?
They actually got annoyed because some of them tripped when they got inside the house, but I was like, no, I'm keeping that there. And I lied about it. I just remembered. I said like a cat or a dog would
eat it.
Yeah, which is kind of impossible for a dog to get in, but like a cat could. Because our house is gated and we don't have pets because my mom hates. Wow, just in time your dog is like, it's not a dog.
It's not even my dog, it's my neighbor's dog, and he's just trained by the government to like intercept.
Yeah, no, because you started bad mouthing the police. That's why.
That's why. No, we didn't badmouth the police. What are you talking about?
Oh, and another. Wait, do you want me to tell another one? Or
yeah, go ahead.
Another one that is like famous is the Lily story. So she's more commonly known in Visayas and Mindanao, but I think now.
Yeah, I know her.
A lot of people in Luzon would probably know her too.
Yeah.
So the story goes like she's either a witch, an aswang, or a monster, and she would devour people, especially at midnight or when the moon shines bright. And people wanted to like capture her, but whenever we knew where she was, she would just disappear.
Ooh.
And it's so scary because it's like, Oh, I know. You would hear people say, like, I'm pretty sure she's here now because she
Yeah.
just left that place.
I remember when we were kids, we were like, oh, Lily is now in, because I used to live in Talisay, and they were like, oh, Lily is now in, like, Bulacan, which is, like, a town right before Talisay. And, like, oh, she's gonna be here tomorrow night. And I would, like, fucking freak out. I slept near the window, and I asked my mom to, I just remember this now, I asked my mom to put on like the thick curtains so that she couldn't reach me through the window. That's so stupid, but our window is like, you know, the regular Filipino window that has like a screen and then has grills, because we're so untrusting.
No, because like we have thieves.
Yeah,
and they would like do anything to steal from you.
Yeah.
Oh, but if you guys want to know more about this, there's also a movie, and it's entitled Lily, which is directed by Keith DeLaguero, and it's rated 7/10 in IMDb.
Yeah.
So it means it's good. And plus, my boyfriend's there, so you guys have to watch and support.
Your boyfriend who?
Who's gonna break up with me because I like fan fiction?
Your future ex-boyfriend. And I'm pretty sure your boyfriend would care.
Yeah, he wouldn't, but like I would. I feel like I have an image in his head, and like the fan fiction would just ruin it. It's like, oh, you are not who I thought you were.
I mean, I think he already suspects that you read fan fiction because you like Harry Potter, and almost everyone that I know.
He likes Harry Potter, but he doesn't read. Oh my god, you think he reads fan fiction secretly too?
I doubt it, but maybe. Oh shit. Could you imagine like you guys are like hiding it from each other? But I doubt Luim.
No.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I said your boyfriend's name.
No, it's fine. No, they have to know that. So
it's not even his name, it's his family name.
Oh my god, you're right. Now I remember my sister when she was like, oh, where's Luib? And then she was talking to his mom. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We're all live here.
God. I remember you still have one more story to tell.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. We're like literally talking shit about the people we know. I mean, we're not talking shit about your boyfriend, but...
Are you sure?
I don't know about you. But anyway, there's this one story that I would like to, like, it was in our sorry, I'm trying to open up Reddit. I'm just gonna find it. It's about, here it is. Mr. Rollerblades. So he said that if you go to Star Mall Alabang's cinema, you will hear laughter and normal audience noise even if the cinema is empty. And also he said lights come on when you're the only one there. And he also said that...
Well, at least it comes on, not off.
Yeah. And he also said that that mall is usually crowded, but upon close observation, some of the people aren't actually people, they're ghosts. And... Excuse me, sorry, I just burped.
Heard that. That's why I was confused.
Sorry.
Like, what was that?
So, like I said, Molten Lava 06, I'm literally gonna have his name tattooed because he's so active. But yeah, Molten Lava 06 left a comment and he said it doesn't help that Star Mall Alabang is actually built on the former site of Alabang Cemetery. So yeah, we'll never know.
It's always that story.
Yeah, the spirits might still linger there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. Could you imagine the spirit there like, oh shit, there's a mall now, let's watch movies.
They get hot too, you know. It's like, we need air conditioning. Let's get inside the mall.
They're like the classy kind of ghosts. They love to watch movies and oh my god, they would like do movie reviews and like, that movie sucked and shit like that. Can you imagine?
Oh my god, do you think like the thing with the lights turning on, even if you're just by yourself, it's because the place is automatic? You know, the motion sensor, it's like, okay, have I told you about this motion sensor? Sorry, it just popped up in my head. This is totally irrelevant, but I feel like I have to share because this is so embarrassing. So the first few days that I was here in Singapore, my colleagues took me out to lunch in a mall. And so, their doors are motion detecting, whatever, motion censored, and they open when you're near. But it's not like ours, which is sliding sideways. They literally swing open.
Oh, fuck.
It's so weird. So yeah, it does that towards you. It opened towards you. And when I got inside, I was trying to close the door because I didn't know it was motion sensor. And it was so heavy. And my colleagues were just laughing. And they were like, Gab, leave it. It won't close because you're in the sensor.
In there. Yeah. Jesus.
And so when I went away, it started closing by itself. I'm like, fuck. That is so embarrassing because can you imagine? I used both hands already to try to pull it towards me.
Could you imagine, like, the other people looking at you, they're like, look at this stupid ass.
Fucking idiot. Exactly.
Oh my god, also, one thing I forgot. Are you done with your story? Sorry.
Yeah.
You remember the night that we posted the Reddit thread? I think I already told you this, but while I was reading the comments, we have this patrol car here, and they have megaphones on, and well, by the way, our area also has an urban legend, and which we will cover in another episode. And so our area is kind of dangerous. There are thieves here and shit like that. The real kind of danger. So that's why we have like these patrol cars. It's just one patrol car. What the hell's wrong with me? So while I was reading the comments, I was sitting down on my bed, and then I hear this like, and I literally thought that there was like someone whispering beside me. So I fucking Speedy Gonzalez out of my room, not even wearing slippers. And then when I went outside, I saw the lights of the patrol car, and then I realized that it was actually just the patrol dude saying something into the megaphone. Like, I think he was trying to call out some kids. But it sounded so freaky. In my room, in my dark room. And then you hear this, like, so it was fucked up. So I ran without slippers on. That's like a different, could you imagine? During the earthquake.
You don't go out without slippers on.
I ran out with slippers on during the earthquake, but because this time I was so fucking scared, I forgot my slippers. I never not wear slippers. So, yeah, it was a different kind of fear for me. Anyway.
That's how you know she's like a total scaredy cat.
I'm scared of everything.
Is it tea time?
Tea time, tea time, tea time.
So guys, that was just the appetizer. We're getting on to the main course. The urban legend that I chose today is the Gokongwei snake. This is why I said that Kalai had a very good introduction about the Robinsons Mall, because Gokongwei is the founder of that mall. So I chose this because the actual family knew about it and it got into the news. And this is one of the famous urban legends in the Philippines that is about a half-human, half-snake son of a wealthy Filipino Chinese tycoon. And the rumor started sometime in the mid or late 1980s or like early 1990s. A famous Filipino Chinese tycoon with twin children. One was a normal girl, and the other was a strange humanoid creature. So it was said that the baby is half human and half snake, but no one knows what it truly looked like, if the upper or lower limb was the snake or human. And they hid it like from public eye to protect the family's reputation and to protect the baby as well. They even paid people who saw the baby to keep everything a secret, and the snake child was fed fresh animal meat. As time went by, the snake child became very ferocious and attacked his nanny until she was in bits and pieces. He tasted her flesh and seemed to like it. So from then on, the snake child only craved human flesh to eat. He grew inside their house without any problem. However, he grew in enormous size that even the enormous mansion was not enough to support him. In addition, his appetite to human flesh became very dangerous. He started to eat all the staff in the house, and his family had to pay the relatives to keep them silent. So that was when they planned to hide it from public who would demand his death. That's when they planned to create a shopping mall in the city with a very large chamber under it to support the snake creature. And the architects who constructed the secret dungeon was hired from abroad. He was placed there after the completion of the building. They are referring to the snake child. To feed the snake, a few of the girls' dressing rooms were customized. Some spy cameras were installed in those fitting rooms, and the floors were remote controlled that could be opened from someone handling the remote. In other words, the female dressing rooms were traps. And according to rumors, the creature had a penchant for beautiful women, thus only pretty girls were victimized.
Oh, damn. We're definitely gonna be victims.
Shit. Don't go back to Robinsons.
Which Robinsons?
They didn't mention, but I think they're referring to all. Because from what I remember, people were saying there's a tunnel underneath that's connecting everything. So whichever mall has the pretty girl inside the fitting room, they would just go straight to where the snake is.
What the hell?
Yeah. Some sales clerks were rumored to vanish suddenly. Their concerned parents would ask the mall about their daughter's whereabouts, and their managers would play dumb and pretend that they didn't know. When they checked the time cards of the lost employees, they'll find out they didn't check out from work. Again, since the owners of the malls were very wealthy. What?
Very healthy.
Just like the snake. The parents were paid off. It's unknown what happens if anyone would insist on finding the truth. It is believed that anyone who was considered meddlesome would be promptly killed and fed to the snake man. One day, a gorgeous actress happened to go into the said mall
Ooh,
to
I
shop.
know that.
Unfortunately, she entered the wrong dressing room, and the creature saw her and immediately fell in love with her. He opened the trap door so he can have her. Luckily, she didn't slide directly into the creature's hand. She managed to grab onto the ledge of the trap door, but she saw the horrible creature below. She was able to escape from the nightmare and the terrible fate that awaited her. The media learned about her fate in the said mall and was flocked by reporters. One TV show finally got her to talk during a live interview about the incident, but before she was able to recount her awful tale, the TV show was cut. When it came back, the actress was nowhere to be seen, and news people acted as if nothing was amiss. It is believed that the father of the creature ordered their lawyer to settle the case. They paid the actress an enormous amount of money and told her to go out of the country till the news was forgotten by the public. The actress who escaped the terrible fate was Alice Dixon.
Yeah.
And during that time, she was in the peak of her popularity. And according to news, she was paid to go out of the country to live in Canada, out of the public's eyes. But you know what's so fucked up is this stemmed like 20 years ago, more or less. But it resurfaced in 2012.
Why?
It was featured in ABS-CBN News because the Gokongways were planning on building new malls.
Oh.
So people were like, they're doing this for the snake again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I don't know with the people. They like making up stories. I think they need drama in their life.
But by the way, Alice Dixon already, she said that it's not true at all.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are saying like the family paid her to say that it's not true.
I don't think they're that rich to like make tunnels under.
Exactly. That is so fucked up. And there are like other versions, okay? It is alleged that the snake was female and it laid golden eggs to source the Gokongwei family's wealth. And other versions claim that Gokongwei kept a giant snake in the mall to ensure prosperity, and women in the dressing rooms would be chosen for the reptile to eat.
Oh my god. That's so stupid.
Oh, and the funny thing is the daughter of Gokongwei, Robina Gokongwei-pe, gave a speech in 2008 at the University of the Philippine School of Economics, and she tackled the rumors. Like, this is what she said. You were not born yet when the story of my twin snake, who was half woman, half snake, came out when we opened our second Robinson's department store branch in Cebu in 1985. My twin was supposed to be the source of our wealth as she laid golden eggs. She was supposed to be hiding under the floor of the fitting rooms, and every time a beautiful woman would enter, the floor would open and she would land right straight into the mouth of my twin snake. I have no idea who started this incredible story, but I had to tell you that some people believe it and even started staring at my legs to see if there were signs of snake skin. I swear! And like a few people still ask me about it, and I have to tell them the snake turned into a handbag in Robinson's department store.
I love her. I mean, I love her response.
Can you imagine people trying to see what if she had psoriasis or something?
Yeah,
and people would say like, "Yep, she's the snake."
People are assholes, but it's such a funny. I know it's not really funny for the Gokong ways, but it's so funny that people actually believe in that.
I mean, enough to actually try and resurface the urban legend just because they're doing the Robinson's Mall. This resurfaced in October 2012 when the Robinson's Mall in Malabon and Cebu were opening.
Oh, in the Galleria.
And another one in Eastwood City, yes.
But I have, honestly, high respect for the Gokong ways because they're self-made. They're not like...
Kylie Jenner?
Yeah. And they my dad said that, I'm not sure if it was him or my uncle, but they said that they saw him before outside of his school, and he was like a working student at the same time. Like, he's a literal hard worker, and I think that's why he's rich, because he works hard, and he's not really...
We should learn from him.
Yeah, and he's not really the kind of like the traditional kind of rich person. I mean, Sun was, Sun. It was like the first what do you call this? Like, first network to offer unlimited calls. So he has a great marketing team probably, and I think he is also like a genius himself, because he's knows
smart.
Yeah, he just knows where to invest, and people hate on that shit. People hate the fact that they're not rich, and people just don't believe in the actual fact that you can be rich if you actually work hard, and if you're smart about it, and if you know how to save. People just cannot.
Yeah, that's like the sad thing about Filipinos, because we tend to bring down each other because of jealousy.
Yeah.
Instead of like bringing each other up. Like, Jesus, guys, be happy for others.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, yeah, we all should be happy. We should all support each other. Like, dude, he's like local. He's a local. He's local.
He's local, yeah.
He's local. What? Why do I keep on repeating that? But we should... I don't know what the hell is wrong with us, but that's the thing with Filipinos, right? We love to make up stories about... Like, I mean, look at our tabloids. Our tabloids are super fucking rough.
Shit.
Yeah, we love tabloids.
I'm actually ready for bashers for this podcast. Just because of that reason. It's like, come at me, bro. And then by the time we get it, it's like, oh my god, I feel so bad.
But we will probably forget about you guys that are hating on us.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over them. They don't even exist yet. What is wrong with us?
Yeah. Oh my god, look at us. Anyway.
We have imaginary haters, we have imaginary listeners, we have imaginary everything.
And hopefully you guys aren't imaginary, because we're hoping that you would subscribe, rate, and comment. One more time, repeat after me. Subscribe, rate, and review.
On iTunes.
Please. If you don't have an iPhone, but you have a desktop, you can actually download iTunes on your desktop. Look at me just whoring ourselves out. We
are teaching them. This is educating each other. Listen, guys.
Yeah, and you can download iTunes on your desktop. There you can subscribe. I mean, it's time to finally see a Filipino, to see someone represent the Philippines in the chart.
Of course.
Come on, guys. Speaking of support,
Make it number one.
Make it number one. Well, not number one, but at least, top 10.
It's like somewhere there. Oh, and next week, no, not next week, but next episode we'll be talking about one of the most controversial cases in the Philippines,
True.
which is the Chong sisters.
If you're thinking about it, oh shit, like, it's nothing negative. I mean, yes, it is negative because a bad thing happened, but we're not taking sides. Like, trust me on this when we say it, that we're not gonna be taking sides. This is just
Us just laying out the facts,
Yeah.
what you can find out there, and try to give you a more unbiased perspective,
Yes.
if we can.
Yeah, and we will try to make it as unbiased as possible, because another thing, there are people that are ruining other people's lives, so we just want to clear some shit up. Promise you guys, we're not gonna take sides at all.
Well, they would know that because we always put in our sources, so they can check the same things that we're reading.
You will literally find this shit on the Supreme Court documents and other shit. But yeah, anyway, so hopefully you guys will listen. And and another thing, we also have Patreon. To those that aren't familiar with what Patreon is, Google it.
Just do it. You will love it there because you get to hear us first.
You get to see us. Oh, by the
Do
way,
you really want that?
Gabby, it was just Gabby's birthday last
Thursday. I knew you were still thinking it. So this is like the best present you can give us, guys. Like the Patreon and the iTunes. That's all.
Yes, and especially the iTunes one.
Force it. This is religion.
Pouring ourselves out. But yeah, that's the best birthday gift you can give to Gabby. She is a motherfucking unicorn. She's gonna grant you wishes. She has a squishy dick for her horn. So she's a special kind of unicorn.
Yes!
Oh, by the way, no, I'm not saying that Gabby has a dick. Like, literally, her horn and her head is a squishy dick.
I can be a ladyboy if you want me to. I'm very fluid.
But yeah, sorry.
Thanks for creeping, you fucking creeper.
And remember, the government is always watching you. Bye!
Bye!
That was so gross. Bye!